Hey gamers, I am centaurianmudpig and welcome along to Ashes of Singularity Escalation cast. We have Creature of Existence versus centaurianmudpig, which is myself. Both of us are playing Substrate. And I'll try and keep a bit of focus on me, but I always like to watch other people, what they're doing and how they do it. But I will be getting up a factory straight away, you know, the bog standard stuff, where Creature has gone straight for radioactives. That's an interesting start. Generally you go get metal, get a armory up or assembly up, start spitting out frigate and capture resources to get that resources in straight away, nice and quick. Going for radioactives mean you could potentially get more cruisers going up more quickly, and depends though. I'm not too keen on a radioactive start. So here we go. We can see myself, as I mentioned. I'm actually using my engineer to speed up the production of my martyrs that I'm spitting out, and then we're going to send them all in there to go capture stuff. And the replay looking like nothing's happening, but it is, trust me. What is going on here? Yeah, there we go. So that is what Creature wants to do. Radioactive, so very quickly can get Quanta. Maybe, I think, yeah, Creature is very good at, once he gets started, he will become very powerful. He has a weak start, but this is his strategy. So basically he'll get down those quantum relays. Therefore, he'll probably invest more into the either weapons or health. Let's just speed this up because it's very slow. 28-minute video produced in half. Keep forgetting to hit that button on there. But you can see what I'm doing now. I'm expanding quick, sending those frigates out, capturing those resources, and then engineer will be going down and capping those resource deposits. But if you get Turinian up early and continue to produce them, you could potentially out-quanta your opponent. It is a risky strategy, as you can see that I've got more greater expansion. Hey, shout out to Yarlin. And whereas Creature is a bit slower at getting that expansion out, you know, that sacrifice of going straight for there. However, he could have maybe have stuck down an assembly here while, you know, next to there, or even a turret, because basically what I'm trying to say is that our constructors have shields, ours being Substrate, and therefore are a bit more robust when it comes to going on other territories. I've seen in previous casts with Shimbalama's strategy, and myself continuing to expand on there, bringing out cruisers now, and yeah, so Creature still on frigate production, but also building Reapers, which are good anti-cruiser units, but he's going to certainly need a few more in there. And here I go, trying to tuck resources away here, tried to come in and do some aggression on his base, but already had plenty of forces in there, and those martyrs weren't really going to do anything. And here we go. So I've got another engineer coming in here, attempting to put down a turret to get some defences in there, but these frigates just sniped that. Here we can see just how effective our anti-frigate units are. Just wiped out that very small group. They literally needed to be almost twice the size in order to take out my drone hive there. We got a bit of combat going down there. Creature sending down a serpentine turret. Very effective against frigates and some cruisers as well. But my drone hives made quick work of that. And he is now getting some defences coming out there. He still yet failed to capture these resources. I think this is what Creature's problem was as well, failing to cap on areas that he had a greater expansion on. And here we go. I've now got units coming out, punishers coming down, just harassing the enemy, going straight for any resource deposits, you know, just to hurt that economy just that little bit more. Having two of them at this point were really good. I could have literally have just have them come down and wipe them out in a single pass, but creature getting his anti-air defenses fending me off. But we'll have more units to come. So creature now pushing out, getting more resources in there. Looking at what we've got resource wise, he is suffering on his radioactives. Will struggle, really could do with that over here, and especially capturing this area, all this uncontested here, rather than trying to reclaim this turanium generator back from me. It would have been better served to capture all these resources here and then build up a force and either then go for the turanium generator or flank me on either side, where some good artillery units would make work of any defences that I would be building here. It's very effective at keeping away frigates, and that's for certain. So with slightly boxed in creature, we've got some production still going on, building just solely fighters now, hoping to push me off, but that expense, that's really going to hurt him there. I would focus less on building fighters, get down some anti-air turrets. He's really failed to get down some blossom launchers. A huge group of blossom launchers would be very effective, more effective than these fighters at this point. And also having what they called sky cleansers, because they're purely metal. So even just going purely sky cleansers, lots of metal. Here we go, more harassment coming in, going against creatures production, and also then noticing just how he's got his quantum archives there. Nice incursion coming down, helping speeding up this process. And creature being able as well to fend me off, but not quite close enough to be capturing this turanium generator. His focus potentially elsewhere. So all focus has been on creature. Anything going on up here which we might be aware of? No. Just production and continuing to get our quanta going in there. As you can see, we've really hurt creature on quanta. It's fallen back on there. It is still early on that, and quanta ain't going to make too much of a difference early on, but it's very useful for upgrading your income with boosting and overcharging. Had a there we go, Reaper, Rampager coming in, getting a harassment, but creature's got his fighters which are keeping his units away. But again, I would say sky cleansers would probably be better, having a single structure doing that. He could afford it based on this metal, how much he's got coming in. I'm floating on a lot of metal. Got huge boost. Perhaps he's used an overcharge there to help him out in this current situation. But yeah, creature now trying to secure this central location, doing a good job. Push back, taking away other resources close to me, and here I am. Had a factory set up with a waypoint, I think, and that's why my units are just going off and sacrificing them to creature as a to appease him. But yeah, as you can see, creature pushes out. Like I said, creature slow start, but he can then speed up and can then push back quite hard, quite quickly. Here where I was actually thinking that potentially he's now got the advantage over me and can push me back, but he's still failing to capture these resources down here. I think if he'd focus, put a few of his units, come get these resources as well, He certainly can definitely win this match very quickly, but it isn't over yet. So 18 minutes in, another 10 minutes in game time, so we've got 5 minutes left. So lots of action going on here. His army got decimated because we managed to have a single annihilator cannon in the area, and his units have been pushed back for some reason. Perhaps he saw my fighters in there bringing back, but very good retaliation, and potentially got a good opportunity for sending his punishers over here and wiping out these, because I literally don't have any anti-air defenses in the area. I tell a lie, I have these. I can't even tell the difference between who is who at this moment. Okay, creature going for dread launch. That's a very risky strategy, especially when he's still not got these metal deposits. He's still, well, he's potentially optimized some of these to some degree, but really wants to be capping these resources over here. A bit of a tactical error on his side. And we've just got now rampagers coming in as a group. Rampagers, like 4 or 5 of them, really effective at mopping up units quickly, and certain structures and defences, even those with some blossom launchers. But once you get those blossom launchers upgraded to one of the 2 advanced air defences, these rampagers will quickly disappear from your skies. So pushing in again. Right, there we go. Got a bit of harassment from a blossom launcher in the distance, and obviously my attention is elsewhere, failing to capture that. Building up a forward outpost over here, sending some destructors down to weaken his defences on this side, and building up more rampagers coming in. Watching rampagers just quickly decimated those sky cleansers. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, so literally 4 sky cleansers could effectively take out maybe 1. Really need a lot more to be much more effective. You can see they have done a fair amount of damage, getting the majority of the damage of the shields in there, especially with the blossom launcher. But you've really got to consider just how much the sky cleansers cost in relation to our air rampagers. They are like tanks on wings, so you need to make sure you have good upgraded anti-air defenses. And going on here, we have got still suffering really bad on economy, still failing to get out there. We've got a nice pulverizer turret that'll keep me away for a little while, at least until I send a destructor that way, or even air rampages just coming on in. More harassment, and we've got just a couple of more minutes. So yeah, creature not appreciating about the anti-air, but it does really need a bit more anti-air defenses, especially just upgrading. If you've upgraded these 2 blossom launchers, he would have wiped these air rampages right out. Because first of all, blossom launchers have a short range, where the upgraded anti-air defenses would cover all this. He would have all that secured and would have wiped out. And going for both, there's 2 types, one which is more flak based and the other more direct fire. Having both of them done, quick work done of them. So air rampages coming in, taking out any resources that are in the area, and of course any blossom launchers that have been causing them pain. Got the Turinian generator, but it's only moments in there. Proper counters have been listed. When you play the AI, I think you understand what you need to build more. When you're dealing with default AI and their air assaults, upgraded anti-air is the answer to there. But rampagers now just clearing up in the area, and the game crashed. Seriously, But if it wasn't sure about what that would be, centaurianmudpig wins that match. Hope you enjoyed that video. Very unfortunate we didn't get to see the victory screen, but Yarlin, fix it please. So, moving target 1, good evening. Welcome along to the stream. Hope you're doing well.